Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming back to Heart in Teaching. I missed you and I hope you had a fantastic Thanksgiving break. Personally, I tried to make a commitment to not do schoolwork, but I was toggling between social media accounts, and obviously we have a lot of Facebook teacher accounts and teacher groups and things like that. So I couldn't help it, but I noticed a pattern where a lot of fellow educators wanted to know things about like Jamboard and the use of the whiteboard that Jamboard has to offer, but how it could be more interactive. And some other educators were asking about, like, could you put how could students roll die or things like that on their Google slide. So I actually had the same curiosity a little bit in terms of, can we just find one platform that has several features? So I came across Classroom Screen, which I heard about it before, but never utilized it. So I did some researching and just wanted to play around. I wouldn't even call it research. I was just playing around with it, with some of the tools. As a special educator, I like all of these wonderful programs, but I find that they're kind of useless if the students don't understand how to utilize them themselves and actually see what you're manipulating on your screen as a teacher. I think we tend to lose our students if we give them too much or too little. So it needs to be a friendly balance. So here's Classroom Screen. I am sharing with you what I have discovered here. This screen that you see, it's already has some features on it. So for example, all of the tools, I'm just gonna move myself around here if I can. All of the tools are kind of at the bottom here. So if you jump right into classroomscreen.com, you're going to actually, let's go back. Okay, so this is what you're going to see when you log into classroomscreen.com. Once you press launch, I would recommend that you sign up with your school account. Um, but there are some catches here. So I noticed that when I created my account with Mrs. Williams, I labeled it just something generic for the students. Um, I noticed that this is a basic license, which does not enable you to save your classroom screens. That's the biggest thing. However, I mean, I'm just thinking from my approach, if I just want to share my screen and allow the students to see the timer, allow the students to see the countdown, allow the students to see the behavior traffic light that you can use for whatever, whichever way you want to use it, as warnings, as whispering voices, as loud voices for breakout rooms, whatever. You know how creative we are. You can utilize that traffic light, but technically the students can see this if I'm sharing my screen. So they can see the timer if I'm putting the timer on. They could see me drawing a picture. So we're going to come back to all of that. So can you still use Classroom Screen? Absolutely. You could still have this up when they come into your classroom, in your virtual classroom. You could have this up for a variety of reasons, whether you're hybrid, you know, fully remote, whatever. But I did want to share with you, this is what's going to come up. So you have the basic package. You obviously have the pro. I'm still trying to figure out how to get that free trial. I'm assuming if you press free trial with a credit card, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. Maybe you have, some coworkers that want to go in there with you and split it up. I don't know. But I just could not help myself. I really wanted to share that this classroomscreen.com has several tools. So let's talk about backroom. The background, I'm going to go all the way across. So the background is very simple to use. What's really cool is they have animated backgrounds where you can see the fire burning. You can see the waves coming in. The students really like that, to see the animated GIFs, the animated backgrounds, things like that. As you can see, I'm just pressing on background. You can also um, put in your own custom background. You can take pictures of anchor charts, take pictures of things that you taught, word walls, just to get that visual, retention there. You can also just make basic backgrounds if you want less distraction. Um, let's go to, we're going to take out background. Now we're going to go into the random name generator. So I notice a lot of educator friends, some of my colleagues, and people on the internet are craving some kind of randomizer for student names, you can create that by just typing in the students' names here and it will automatically create it. What I like about ClassroomScreen.com is you can display it. You can display it and show. The students like to see what the teachers are using behind the scenes. So that's random name generator. Also, you guys already know Flippity Wheel. Flippity Wheel is also a great tool that will create kind of like that circle, Wheel of Fortune kind of thing where the names are generated. Um, One of my favorite features that I had on the screen already waiting for you is the dice. Here are some dice features here. I don't know if you heard this sound. I love that little crackety sound. Sounds like the dice rolling. And the students can see you doing that. Again, you have to get the pro feature to save your classroom screens. But again, you can present this. I'm imagining you could share the link because you can use this live. So technically, can the students use it? Yeah, the students can use it and get the same features. I don't see why not. And just thinking about it now, I personally have not had a student use it, but I can't imagine it. I mean, if they have a Gmail, they should be able to use it. So we also have some sound levels that will come up. It says ClassroomScreen.com wants to the permission, so allow or block. So it's also going to have some sound levels coming up that you're able to use. Usually when you want to move things around, a little cross comes up and it shows that it's ready to move. So right now it's going over the noise. I'm a little loud. Let's see if I adjust it, max noise. If there's a max level that you want to set, you can do that. Again, am not very familiar with the sound level feature, but it's amazing that it's here. So I encourage you to kind of toy around with that. All right, my dice got removed, but I can also just put them right back with the use of that feature. Again, if I click it, I can exit out of there. Here is an amazing feature. You can add in, embed so many things to this classroom screen. So if I wanted to add an image, you can drag or drop. It's going to pull up some of my things. So I'm just going to show you for the sake of showing you. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go to Zern Championship. In my school, we have Zern Math. So you can see right here, it just pulled my picture right out of my files. And now I can, I have a Zern champion. Obviously, you can, there you go, Zern champion, and you can even make an announcement. We have a drawing board here. We have the QR code right next to it. I just want to go back really quick though. So you could see that I was able to add a picture. You can also go to YouTube. And if you have some kind of, you know what, why not? I'm sharing my screen here. I'll just go to YouTube, see if I can go on my channel really quick and kind of like pull something here. This is one of my old channels, but my school channel. So basically you can go right into your YouTube channel or anyone else's and grab a great video that relates to something that you might be teaching. This is one of my Jamboard tutorials. I copied that link. Now let's go back and see if we can paste it and see what it looks like. Again, I am going to, what's going to happen? Here it goes. Yay! So here you have a tutorial. So if you're about to teach something, watch that cross come up. There it is. See that cross right there? So that allows you to move it around on your classroom screen. So you can, I mean, this is amazing, I think. You can show a tutorial to your students. You can give your students kind of like an assistive video that might help them in the lesson. So if someone says, I still don't understand, and they're working independently, you might want to upload one of your videos from a lesson. You can make announcements here. My Zern champion was Michael last week, so I can add his name. There's a drawing feature and there's also text box feature. And to me, it just reminds me of like Google Doc. You can start adding your text there. So quickly, I don't want to make this a long video. My videos have been so long. Okay, so you know what? I'm just gonna put his name. Let's play around with this text here. Let's see what we can do. I know that you can change the color. So I changed it to blue. You can change the size. I don't really want 96. But for sake of just showing you, okay, there you go. You just change the size by highlighting. You can bold it. So there it is. Congratulations, Michael. You can probably, okay, moving around, you go down to that cross. Again, so you can put anything on here. You can make announcements and things like that. So for the sake of trying to make this a shorter video, you can also use some nonverbal cues there, which I personally love. Remember, you're sharing your screen. This could be used during a Google Meet. This could be, let's get creative. Um, Whispering, ask your neighbor, I can't help you right now. Okay, let's work together. Getting the students used to these symbols will really benefit you in the long run, I'm sure. And we're almost there, folks. We have the traffic light. I call the traffic light just because obvious reasons. So since it's already here, let's just think about it. As educators, what could we use this traffic light for? Classroom management. We all need to stop. We need to freeze, no matter what the students are doing. Maybe if they see that traffic light, freeze. Green light, go. Maybe that means green light, go on to Zern Math without me telling you to. You can definitely be creative. The timer, again, my favorite tool here. So easy to use. I clicked it again, so I'm going to X out. We already have a timer here. So you can also choose the music that you want the students to hear when the timer goes off. Here it goes. So cute. Then you can choose, well, all right, that's pretty loud. That'll wake you up. Okay, so you can choose the timer music that you want. Again, here's some other features. Ah, there is, there it is, a stopwatch. If you have a competition going on, flashcards, whatever, the stopwatch is great. You also have a clock that's built in here. This is amazing if you're telling time or, you just have activities where you want a timekeeper or anything. Not really a timekeeper, but if you want someone to, yeah, no, why not? You have the analog time, the digital time. Everyone does on their computer, but you might want to also show that analog time. That can't hurt. You also have a calendar, which I love also. Students, today is November 29th, so this is perfect for morning meetings and things like that. Okay, so now we went across all of the toolbar features at the bottom, but I wanted to just share with you that home allows you to go to that dashboard. But let's look at these features on the right-hand side. You have your gear button here. Your gear button is going to allow you to do a new screen. Just going to move myself over. There are so many things to dive into and play around with this. So your local background, your background picture, your background, all of those things, different screen options are here. You can also download the screen as like an image. I was playing around with that before. Again, I said in my other video, my snippet tool is my best friend because you can snippet what I'm showing you right now. You can take a screenshot of everything and then you can technically save it. And then you can really insert it on a Google slide. I mean, if you want to get all crazy and everything. But the point of this is just to show you a simple sharing of your screen will bring up all of these tools. There's some other things, again, full screen I showed you before. This makes the buttons less prominent. It just changes your toolbar down there. Not so significant to me. But anyway, for the sake of making this a shorter video, that's it, ClassroomScreen.com. Definitely something to consider with a lot of features right at your fingertips. Again, thank you for subscribing and trusting some of my basic practical videos, heart in teaching. I'm not an expert. I am just a novice here to share ideas that I have found to be very helpful with you. And thanks again. Like and subscribe. Thanks, everyone.